Hey, we're covering John chapter 4 as we do our storytelling. But as we're reading through this week, I just kind of want to give you an outline of what to expect when you read John chapter 4. You have the Samaritan woman at the well where Jesus has a great conversation with her. And then afterwards it talks about a official's son who is sick and Jesus healed him. So as you go through and you look, here's some key things you may want to look at and observe. First off, as I mentioned last time about John 3, who are the characters in the story? We have Jesus, we have his disciples, we have the woman at the well, we have the official, right? There's some other characters in there like the official's son, but he doesn't really have a speaking part. And then there's servants that come back and forth. There's the people in the city that the Samaritan woman talks to, okay? So there's a lot of characters in there, and I want you to dive in and look at some of those characters. The second story, though, that's mentioned about healing of the official's son, this is one of the second signs that John talks about of who Jesus is. Now, the first sign was the turning water into wine. The second sign is healing of the official's son. And I just want to ask a couple of questions to help you as you look in and dive in. Are there other instances in the Gospels in the Bible where Jesus heals someone because others ask on their behalf? Is there somewhere else in the Bible where Jesus heals people because someone else asks on their behalf? And are there other miracles where Jesus heals and he's not in the presence of the one being healed? I can think of a couple of stories. Can you look it up? Can you go find it? And other things, look up those passages, read them. How does this apply to our life? How does it apply to our life that Jesus heals people and he didn't have to see where they were? How does this apply in our life that Jesus goes up to a Samaritan woman, talks to her, and then she goes and shares with her town that she has met the Messiah? Think about how that applies and affects your life on a regular basis. And then lastly, hey, who can you tell? Who can you share one of these stories with, even if it's a practice? Just who can you share a story of Jesus with? John chapter 4. This is a story from the Bible, and it is true. Jesus went back to Cana in Galilee. And while that's where the first sign had happened of Jesus turning water into wine. And an official came up to him because he heard that Jesus had come back from Judea. And he said that my son is sick and he's at the point of death. Can you come and heal him? And Jesus looked at him and said, go, your son will be well. The official immediately left and went back. And when he got back, the servants came out and saw him and said, hey, your son, the fever's broken. He is well. The official asked, well, what time did this take place? And they said about the 7th hour. And he knew that was the time that Jesus told him his son would be healed. And he believed, and so did his whole household. This is the second miracle, or the second sign that Jesus did in the presence of people.